We go, guys. All right, Twitch, say hi to YouTube. YouTube, say hi to Twitch. You know what time it is. Let's go. Let's go. We here. Look, this is the candidates round 3 recap for you guys that missed it. And of course, round 4 will be literally tomorrow. Of course, it's 10:38 p.m. as I'm recording this. We had a match today, which you're gonna see more videos from that. Guys, you're gonna see that as well. So shout out to you guys watching from YouTube and Twitch. All right, here we go. So this one is this was all nothing. Basically, it was a boring round, but it was all draws, which is great. I mean, it's still on the board, right? Nobody lost. So we're gonna start with probably Ding Loren. I forgot actually how these went, to be honest, because like I had so much prep. I had to prep for this match, so I literally forgot how these games went. But they were draws here. So let's see: D4, Knight F6, C4, G6. I always like to look at it from Black's point of view. So let me just look at it here. We're going to just do some quick recaps here. These were all drawn games anyway. So let's see what happened. Knight C3, D5. So we got a Grunfeld here. Okay, Grunfeld's nice. Thanks for the follow. Takes, Knight takes, E4, snap those, takes, Bishop G7. This is all theory, right? Literally all theory. We don't have to like spend time here at all. Bishop C4, C5, still theory following this stuff. Knight C6. I used to play this myself as Black. I mean, I'm flexible with the openings these days, as Richard Rapport is one of my favorite players, and Ding Loren too. Like, you got to be flexible as you get stronger. You have to play different systems. So after Knight C6, Bishop E3, I'm familiar with this stuff here. Oh yeah, I remember this. He played B6, which MBL has played this. Of course, who else recommends this? Peters. Fiddler sometimes recommends this in some lines. There's some Bishop G4 stuff, I think, too. And 95 that I used to play, something like that. But there were two Grunfelds, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's definitely this line. This is lots of lines here. Sharp play, of course. Fisher like this too in an alternative effort to the King's Indian, right? So of course, after Rook C1, he played Bishop B7. I don't remember some of this stuff. Let me just see. Bishop B5, Rook C8, or Pawn takes. Interesting. So let's just kind of look at here. And the reason why I have it on vote is because we're looking at this together, chat. So it's very nice to analyze these games without the engine and the moves on. Because if you have the moves on here, we can see what they did. So I see he played Rook C8, next move Queen D2. Let me get that off before we keep looking at the moves, right? So you want to look at this as a player. And what would you do, and what are they doing, and what your ideas are, and why they could be wrong, and how to proceed from certain positions. So this is very important on how to get better at your own chess, right? Is what we're doing right now. Boz Maniac, thanks for the follow. What's up, dude? What's up, Dimmy? So pawn takes, right? He snapped on D4, snaps, and thanks for the hydrate there. Ryan, what up? What's good, Ryan? What's up, Cyborg? Okay, so queen to d6 after captures defends the knight, but that was already defended. Maybe he wants queen a3. Definitely a move that happens. Definitely a move that happens. And also rook d8. I mean, simple move. Simple move. Queen b4. Whoa. Okay, I don't remember that. Yeah, I definitely don't remember these games. Queen to b4. Interesting. I think because they were all draws, like it was kind of like, okay, whatever. Queen b4. That's a good move. Okay, hitting b5, knight takes b4. Takes knight c2. Calculate. You always calculate. Takes. Knight c2. Knight takes a2. Also, bishop takes e4. Queen d3 happened. Queen a5. Or d8. Queen d3. Queen a5. a6. Queen a5. e6. Maybe you want to stop d5. Maybe. E6, see? There we go. Perfect. Maybe you want to stop D5. Okay, H4, now Rook D8. I mean, at least you get the Rook to the file. Rook D8, there we go. Okay, Bishop G5, you probably Rook... I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know, actually, where to put this Rook. Maybe F6. No, that's fine gold. Gonna be tripping. Wow. Bruh. All right, let me see. What do I actually do? Rook D6, that's a strange move too, huh? I don't like this. I don't like this. Maybe Rook D7 works. You have to calculate. We always calculate, chat. That's what we're doing. Fantastic win, Canty. Thank you, Mickey Dead Guys. 19 months, bro. Yeah, we're looking at candidates right now, and then we're actually going to look at some games from my match today. Watch your match today. Congratulations on your victory, and good luck in your match. Thank you, Baz Maniac. Appreciate you. I was sick today and missed it, but congrats on the win. They counted you out. They always do. They always count out your mans. But we're going to talk about that in the next video, of course. We're doing the candidates recap right now. Rook d7, I think, was better after kicking the bishop. Yeah, let's see what he did. What he did though. Oh, he just. Oh, snap. Was that best? Okay, let me go back to. Oh, that was like only move and an f6. Number one, fine go tripping, right? And then number two, like I knew this was an ugly move. It's just ugly. Like don't nobody want to play f6, but it is no. I mean, it's a move. Like f6 is a fine move. Oh man, but knight takes d4 was move number one, and I'm like, you got to be sure. Like you are sacking an exchange. You know what I mean? Like you're sacking it, and you are playing Ding Loren. So like I don't know, like. I'm not trying to do that, bro. I'll probably go the f6 route and like take my chances. Thanks for the 200. Good win earlier, Canty. Yes, sir. Thank you, Time Traveler. Thanks for the 200 bits and the support, bro. Appreciate you. Both are back. Congrats, bro, on winning. Let's go. Game over, bro. We won. We won. Takes. H5. Thanks for the follow, Mildew Jones. This should be 5. A4. Oh, snap. Oh, I got the thing on. King F1 is just, bro, get out of here. Ain't nobody playing King F1 right here for that. And then Ding turn around and play King F1. Bruh. That's why he 2806. That does make sense. I am appalled at that right now. Let me flip the board and go back. Like, I need to see what on earth. This man played King F1. That was the best move. +4. Number one on the engine. Why is this? What? King F1. Okay, let me see why. Why not King H1? Oh man, that's some 2800 stuff. I mean, that's why he 2806 makes sense. Okay, all right, big fella. Okay, King F1. What, bro? What are you doing? I don't understand. I literally don't know what this does at all. It's the best move. It's like +4. I don't understand. What is the knight hanging? Something's wrong. Maybe Rook C4. So if I go King H1, what do you do? Queen E7 and Queen H4. Okay, got it. That makes sense. So Rook C4 now. Knight F3 check. Okay. It was a Knight F3 check. Wow. He was trying to get Rook C4 to happen. Like, here's the idea. The Rook is loose. This is the piece, right? This is the piece. But also, wait, there's a Knight C6. So, okay, how about this, right? King F1, Knight C6. Yeah, and it's drawn. So that's kind of weird. That's a very strange one. But what I was looking at here is if the king's on F1, we can play Rook C4 and there's no Knight F3. That was the idea. But Knight C6 is like fine. Or no. King F1, he played Knight takes E2. But why is it not winning here? I'm sorry. What's wrong? That's interesting. Now the engine go back to Queen E3. I don't understand. And he played Knight takes E2 in the game, which is in this game crazy, bro. This game is kind of nuts. I'm like losing. What is going on? Knight takes E2. He was supposed to take on D8. This is like, whoa. That's crazy. Quantum, thanks for the gifted. Let it increase depth. Queen Rooks. I don't understand. Look, okay, this is strange. Let me just flip the board here. Look at it from White's point of view to see what is going on. So Queen takes D8. And I actually remember looking at this when it happened. And I was like, what is going on? Like, why is this a thing? But this is complicated, right? Takes. Now it's like plus. But H6, I don't know. Like, how do I even... What do I do? Rook takes. Okay, maybe just take this. Not all the way convinced yet. I mean, there's a lot of weaknesses, which this is, as a human, I would understand. This is a lot of weaknesses. A lot of stuff going on. So he just took back and just said, bro, I'm not, like, I don't want all of that, bro. I don't want all of that. You know what I mean? So he took back. They traded. Oh, what a move. I remember seeing this. And I remember coming back and was like, oh, Richard Rapport down in exchange. But then I saw this and the king being weak. Wow, he just winning. Dang, this was just a botch. I mean, he had multiple chances, right? Wow, he had multiple chances. This man had multiple chances, really. Queen E2 was another shot. It's kind of hard to see, though. What did he choose? He chose Rook E1. Just very practical. Very practical. Queen E2 hit the bishop. Takes. Queen E4. He didn't trade, obvious. That's obvious. So G3 is good, so we can put the king on G2, but he didn't, obviously, because it's hanging. So Queen E2. Now King G2? Nope. Rook D1. I mean, you can play this forever. Oh, wait, hold up. You know what? Maybe, you know what, bro? Yeah. My bad. And then E5, you're like, you know what? Nah, you doing too much now. You literally, I'm not about to do nothing crazy. Let's just take a draw, my guy. And we get up out of there real quick. I mean, it was a very peaceful game between them. But honestly, Grunfelds are like that. I mean, they can be very, very sharp, as you see, you know, Fisher Burn or Burn Fisher. You know that game. Knight takes F2. Come on now. In the Grunfeld, that's a nasty game. So, you know, that's a definitely Grunfelds can be very, very razor sharp, or they could also be a theoretical forced draw, right? That you'll see like in 12 moves. So it depends. I mean, many openings are like that. So, all right, let's look at this next one. Caruana and Duda Fabi. E4, C5, knight F3, D6. Okay, oh, we had a Najdorf. Lovely, lovely. F3. I love this stuff. I like it. Let's look at it from black side. I'm a knight. I love playing some Najdorf myself. So
Another one.
Fresh Lizard. Yo, thanks for the Prime and the 4 months there. Yo, and by the way, you guys can sub free with Twitch Prime. We always have to shout that out because you got those free primes out there. Shout out to you, Fresh Lizard, for 4 months Prime, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, H5 happens though, but H5 happens later with the bishops usually on E3 and E2. Right? I mean, you could play H5 though. You know, Bishop E3, and there it is, right? H5. There you go, big fella. Right? Bishop E3, H5. Exactly. Stopping the G4, but also you can allow it and then play D5 and D4 as well. Wastekin had sharp Grunfeld. Absolutely. Also Fiddler as well. The Najdorf, but the Najdorf doesn't love me back. Yeah. Yeah, the Najdorf is nice. Man, I love the Najdorf. Love some Najdorf. Knight D7. Bishop B7. Yeah, this is all great. B5, all the moves. So he took with the knight. So I'm always a fan of taking with the. I mean, he took with the bishop. I'm always a fan of taking with the knight. Now it's flexible to see though. I'm glad that he did because I can learn from this. But in many Najdorf games, but knight takes bishop F5, bishop D3, takes queen takes bishop G5. Right, that's usual theory. You could also castle, and sometimes they go rook F1. You go bishop H6, F4, rook C8, queen C7. Sometimes you sack the pawn on H5. You play A4 and C2 is problematic here. Shout out to Hikaru. I did graduate from the school of Hikaru. I know how to draw the arrows and all that other stuff. Absolutely. But this is exactly what happens in these Najdorf lines. Very, very crazy stuff, to be honest. What's up, man? Did you live today? I did, bro. I did chess today. It's International Chess Day on Monday. Come on now. Come on, bro. And then Tuesday is back day. Cycling at 5:30 in the morning. How do you approach studying? If opening is as sharp as Najdorf, games. And obviously, you want to look at the most updated theory on stuff, but definitely games. So Spazzer, what up with you? So here we go. He took with the bishop though, and I've seen this, of course, when I was first studying Najdorf's, and you go knight b6 and you try to take this pawn, they trade it off and stuff like that. You go rook c8, but you got to watch out for this idea, which I think this is actually what happened in the game. He captured and he played knight a5, and you play knight c6, and we just trade everything right here. You know what I mean? Canty won today, lived his game to this turn. Yeah, in fact, I mean, lifting is part of the match, which we'll talk about it. I'll talk about that after that. So, all right, after knight c6, yeah, it captures, right? This is exactly what happens in these type of games. Takes, trade it, and I mean, you have a classic Najdorf game. I mean, and the fact where, sometimes, I mean, there are knight versus bishop, but there's also bishop versus knight. Either way, you just have a classic game where black's actually fine, and you could also push for more sometimes in these Najdorf endgames, but black's totally fine. Rook d2, king e7. Yep, you don't castle, you don't need to because the queens are off, obviously, so we want to get the king closer to the center. Very easy game for black, to be honest. Easy game. No problems. Literally the whole game. I mean, this was a very good game from Paduta here. I think 100% equal. And of course, with black, they say win with white, draw with black, especially here at this level. Fabi being as strong as he is, absolutely, I'm cool with this result and where this opening has taken me so far. You have core days? Yeah, or sometimes I try to do like 2, or like I'll do on the same day. Like if I do chess day, I'll do abs too. Well, tomorrow I'll do back and abs because like on the weekends I might do like a real ab day, core day, stuff like that. I like doing abs with other things, so it's good so you can hit them all the time. For Sicilians with backwards pawns on d6, like in a Sveshnikov, Najdorf, right, are you generally avoiding castling so the king can be an extra defender of the call? Well, I think not avoiding castling, but postponing it until it's the correct time. Because right here, he didn't need to castle. But, all right, cool, now I go king e7. So sometimes you castle too early. So that's a great question, though. Jeffrey John said he was finding stuff he didn't even see. Oh, yeah, I watched it back. Shout out to Chef Jeff, my guy. But that man, 2,700, and I'm not yet. So, but I did say yeah, right? So we working, right? Canty, we got a long way. Canty, we need your game review after this. So yeah, we're going to look at the game review of the match after this. Thanks for the follow, RDEX. So knight a5, and then rook e2. I mean, this is just, not that it's dead, but we're just going to make some moves, right? And they drew this game. Congrats on the win. Amanda Casper Games. Very nice. Thank you, Dex. Appreciate it. What up? That's Elias. Chef Jeff, brother of Steph. Right. That's right. Yeah, the queens are going. Jailbreak to the center. Yeah. Knight b7. Beautiful knight placement. And of course, they played on, right? So they traded a pair. Jason, thanks for the follow. They traded a pair there. b4, a5's coming. Yeah, defend that. Make sure it's rock solid. Also, with these pawns on white, makes this bishop terrible. Nathan, thanks for the follow. b3, knight b7, knight d6, maybe. It's whatever. Rook d8, trade them all. I mean, come on now, right? Why are we still pushing pawn? Why are we still pushing, right? Why are we still pushing? That's exactly what they're saying. So they probably just going to repeat, which they didn't. Looks like they didn't repeat at all. In fact, okay. They actually played this boy out for real. Congrats on the win today. Good stuff. Thanks, Jason. No, as you should, though. As you should. There was a game. There were some in-games as we looked in the other recaps. Which here, I think, I mean, I'm playing on as black. I really do like black's chances, but, I mean, not more than, I mean, half a pawn. I can't even give it half a pawn. I'm not even going to lie. I can't even give it half a pawn. Yeah, I can't. And this is a move. Like, I'm now looking, like, whoa, COE is for real. Calculation number, everything. Oh, what is that, Canty? I'm glad you asked. Well, that is actually right here as we on YouTube right here looking at this, right? This is shopcantymerch.com. Shout out to everyone, especially from the YouTube ordering as well. COE, right? You got to calculate. You got to calculate. So make sure we're looking at your calculations, right? But with that being said, as this C5 move, he calculated something that I'm not seeing yet. I can just take this pawn. Like, I can literally just take this pawn. Quantum, thanks for gifting over to Jason. Okay, so bishop c4, king f6. But what is... Oh, he's going to take... Oh, my goodness, bro. Fabi is a nasty calculator. But we know this already. That's how he made it to the world champ the first time. Jeez, man. COE is for real with Fabi. Like, Michelle, let's get this out to Fabi. Let me talk to his manager. Check. That's a nasty check. Like, that's a very beautiful... But I think you have to take this. Oh, well, he did an ef4 first. I'm sorry. And then he takes on c5. But now it's different, right? King here, king d6, king here. Oh, man, the calculation there is nuts. Sheesh. He just gets there. Still weird. It makes it strange. It makes it like you got to be accurate. 96. I mean, this is still easy, though. Like, I mean, it's going to be very hard to lose this. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be really hard to lose this game. And it's really hard to lose this game. And he sacked it. Yeah, this was a draw. That was a draw. Hey, look, shout out to the Duda, man. Yo, shout out one for the Nightdorf players, right? You know, one for us, right? I love me some Nightdorf, and that was great. It's great. Draw against Fabi. Like, I can't be mad. Okay, so Timur Rajabov. Here we go. Let's go. You can actually Google that, Asilius. There's a lot in there, big fella. We ain't about to talk about that. That's gonna take all day, my guy. He survived it. Yeah, he survived Fabi with white. With white? You survived Fabi with white, you're straight. You good, bro. You good. Elmer Fudd, thanks for the prime. Yo, what's up with you, man? What's up with you? This was a draw. Okay, let's see what this was. Let's see who we want to look at this from. Definitely Black's point of view. I don't even ever play this. Okay, ever. All right, let's go. Team draw. I love it. Surviving Fabi. Yeah, surviving Fabi with white. Let's go. Quantum going crazy. Gibson. Another one. So what we get here? Okay, we got some Queen's Gambit decline with Catalan now. Catalan stuff. C5. You succeeded in chess for real, bro. Knight C6 takes. Oh, this was like. Oh yeah. I've actually looked at this from White's point of view. I've seen this. I used to play these positions with White. And honestly, in fact, right here, this is all theory. And then right here, actually, guys, I've studied a lot. I mean, I study, I study a lot of chess. And actually, there is the theory. When he went knight d4, I realized, I actually know that he could play c4. And that's the first engine move, in fact, because I know this. C4 is the first move. You can also play bishop b2 next. You play a4. You get this knight actually to d6, and it's very problematic. And you go like this, and like it's very bad. It's very, very bad for Black, actually, weirdly enough. But Rajabov played knight fd4, so I was like, I actually know a little bit more theory than he knew right now. Like, I was like, hey. I was like, hey, bro, I was hype, bro, because I know c4 is the best move, and as you see, knight fd4 on the engine is move number 3. You can play it, but the timing, I know for a fact that in the theory, c4, there's actually a Wesley So, no, sorry, the color's reversed. Anish Giri Wesley So in a rapid game. with white. And Nishigiri was able to beat Wesley So in this position, actually, with some c4 stuff. Very similar to what I was saying. c4, knight d4, knight b5, knight d6. And like literally winning the game. I think the bishop went to like e3 too, but he was able to beat my man's there. It's pretty nice. It was pretty nice, right? So I'm like, oh, that's nuts. So bishop e7, go knight d4, right? And honestly, I don't know what to do. I mean, you want to go here, but the pawn on c4 helps a lot, which he actually did. And he chose this route, which makes it very, I mean, boring, but I mean, I guess we got the file, but we can't go rook d7. So what do you have? You can't do anything here. Like, there's nothing. And you got the same structure, and like, it's literally nothing. Literally nothing at all. There's nothing. But okay, bishop e3, right? So bishop e3, knight d5, and I mean bishop d4 defending, right? Like it's whatever. It's whatever here. For tournament analysis, either here or your own games, how do you determine whether or not your opponent is playing a novelty or just an inaccurate move? Honestly, you don't really know sometimes. I mean, you have to check many games or many books sometimes. I mean, if you're really up to chess date theory, there's places you can check. Database, for instance, using a chess database, or also a chess base, right? You can check that. You can see there's also in the chess base 16, I think that's what it is. I don't remember what number it is. I got the new one though. But the one, I see it, and the number, I can go to the novelties tab. There's actually a tab literally for novelties. Bruh. It's so sweet. Like, I can go in there and I can see what are new, what's new, like what are new things that people are playing. Is there something new in this variation? It takes a lot of time, because chess is, I mean, getting good at chess takes a whole lot of time, big fella. But it you can do that. There's also in chess base 15. Oh, I didn't know that. I got the new one. Time. I actually didn't know. But yeah, it's nice. You can check that. But I mean, sometimes you have to be careful with that, because the novelty could be like, you know, they made an h3 move that, like, they wanted to play the move because it was different, and they wanted to take him out of theory a little bit, but it's not really a good move. Like, you know, sometimes the novelties be in there like that. So you gotta understand what kind of novelties they are sometimes. If it's a new move and it hasn't been played, then it actually is a novelty, even if it's a weird one, right? So you have to know how to look at it. c5 was played in this game, and then after some captures, I mean, look how boring this is, right? Yep, and we can go to sleep now. I mean, I'm literally just gonna fly through these, right? And then I think he shuffled. Yeah, they shuffle, and I draw another one, right? Another draw here. I mean, this was like, yeah, this was nothing, bro. It's like, what? I mean, that draw. All right, cool, get out of there. And then Hikaru, this game was definitely this game right here. Woo! Bruh. This one was the game. Oh yeah, this one was crazy. Okay, so in fact, I say crazy because Hikaru actually spent at one point 40 minutes, which tells you, look, you need to calculate, bro. COE, right? Calculation over everything. Oh man, that just pops up every time I say that. That's crazy. But that's shopcantymerch.com. But look, you got to calculate. He spent 40 minutes. 40 minutes, bro. He spent 40 minutes on a position. I don't remember what time and where it was. Maybe we could see it in here. But he spent 40 minutes. He was calculating, obviously not one move, a line, and found everything, and he was great. That's literally, you have to calculate, bro. Absolutely. Yo, you love the merch? We need to elevate just among the public, make food where to go. Absolutely. Let's go, Elmer Fudd. Thank you, bro. Go ahead, copy some, my guy. Here's the merch right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Let's see it. E6, knight c3, bishop b4. So we got a Nimzo. This is very trusty. I mean, like, this is a trusted opening. King's Indian do it. I mean, look, it's risky. Bruh. One time for the risky people and the people in the back, right? That's, oh, yeah. We'll play it, but obviously, I mean, there's I mean, I'll be my first grandmaster over the board with KID, and in the same tournament be another IM, which was really strong. Like with the King's Indian is a savage. There's many people they can play. You can play it for a long time. It is great, but it is also very risky in many points. But the Nimzo Indian, and even Hikaru has played it as well. Hikaru has got some legendary games. In fact, his Gelfand game, one of the greatest games he's ever played in King's Indian, was against Gelfand, sacking the pieces, queen hanging everywhere. Literally, it was just like, you want to play King's Indian forever when you see games like that. But this one is, you know, you could also switch it up. Nimzo is very tested. It's world championship tested, right? So you can't go wrong. Queen C2 castles, A3, take those, D5, bishop G5 takes. This all theory, right? And also, I remember, I think I played the old theory with H6 because I didn't like it. Maybe there is. I think there's an H6 here. I think. But, I mean, it's been a long time since I played this stuff. But D5, bishop G5. Pawn takes, queen takes, and b6, right? So b6 is a bishop b7 or sometimes bishop a6. Just depends. Jay Starbuck, thanks for the follow. Gelfand Nakamura, favorite KID game? Bro, the queen was hanging like 4 times in that game, and he couldn't take it. He could not take the queen. I was like, oh my goodness. This is amazing. They say Carl was 99% accuracy after the 30th move. That's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. You need to get that man checked for performance enhancing substances. B6, rook D1, bishop A6, queen A4, and then okay, H6. He played H6, and oh, this was AGRRESSIVE's prep too, bro. He was up so much time, bro. Did y'all see that, chat? When he was watching, of course, y'all should be watching Chess.com broadcast. Of course, there's many broadcast tools where you can watch wherever you want, but I'm always watching Chess.com broadcast. So I'm watching it, and like, yo, he was up so much time. Faruja was up a lot of time. I mean, I think at one point it was up an hour on time. I think, was that right? Is this correct, chat? Was he up an hour? Something like that. It was very close to an hour on time. He had about more than an hour. More than an hour, yeah. Think about that, bro. More than an hour. You're up more than an hour on Hikaru. You're up more than an hour on Hikaru Nakamura. Like, I mean, you've definitely prepped your way into something big, my guy. Like, crazy. How long is it? I'm living in Italy, July 9th. I live in Canada. That's a great question. Amber Fudd. Actually, you have to check in there, but usually, well, for you being where you are, it might take 7 days, 10 days, closer to 10 probably, because you're further. America is like anywhere from 3 to 5. Sometimes I get my stuff 3 days, sometimes 7 days, right? Depends on where. But yeah, he was up an hour, right? Trip me out. Yeah, he was up an hour, bro. He was up an hour, but AGRRESSIVE prepped all of this, right? Just blitzing it out, blitzing it. And honestly, I'm a fan of that kind of prep. Faruja, Geary, Fabi, I mean, whipping them boys out, and then you hit it with the COE, calculation over everything, you're gonna be a problem, right? When you have your prep and you calculating, it's gonna be a problem. So, right, you know, he hitting Hikaru, bro. He hitting Hikaru with the moves, right? Hikaru down a lot of time. This is all prep, obviously. E4, king in the center. You got to take on F1. We got to deal with that first, right? So after takes, okay, takes, right? I got to ask, is there a promo code? In fact, you know what? I'll do this, Emma. I'm about to make a promo code because we won the match. So I'll make something for like 15% off. And then I'll drop it for y'all. I'll drop it in the merch. And then you can go do something over there. But we'll do it after this. So rook takes F1 and then G5. Okay, G5, knight takes, ace takes G5. Oh yeah, actually here. So this is critical. So after takes, you could take on D4, but there's this E5 and the queen is hit after G5. I'll tap in with that promo. All right, bet. I got you. I'll set it up after this. But rook takes G5. So he plays G5 because E5 is so big. It's such a big move. You also have no bishops. And like, you know, so that's kind of problematic sometimes. But this is a position where, you know, it requires what it requires. The king's also in the center. It's a funky position. Knight takes G5, and you're like, bro, what? H takes, bishop takes, so E5 is real. But then I was thinking, what if he plays E5 himself? So let me stop this, put this here. And I was thinking, you know, Hikaru didn't play this, but I was thinking, what did he play? He played knight C6. But what if E5 was played? I was very curious to know. You know what? Calculation over everything. I see he could take with the queen and come back to D8. But no, he can't. I got king G7. Of course, keep calculating. Right, so E5 takes, rook takes, queen takes. E5 takes, queen takes, check, king G7. Yeah, I'm good. I'm literally good. So E5, I don't know what's wrong with this move, bro. I really don't know. Engine likes it too. F4? Is this a move? That's a scary move. This is a scary move. But wait. Dude, hold up. Am I really going to let him take that? Nah, I'm not about to do that. But if I take here, go E5. But then knight D7. But then king. And then take. Oh, my goodness. And then take and take. Okay, all right. You know what? Let's see. All right, let's check the NG real quick. I'm definitely curious. Okay, E5, F4. Dude, E takes D4. E5, knight D7. So king F2 is probably stupid. What about queen E2? It blocks everything. Rook E8 and the game is over. Wow. Sheesh. Chess is crazy, bro. Oh my goodness. That is insane. So he could have played E5. But he went with a principal route of developing the pieces. Knight C6. But did he play E5 here? Did he play E5 here? And if I grab, no, they do sometimes. They do. Dude. But in fact, in this game, he had a 99%, accuracy. Like, it was like crazy. All 99% of the time, right? Not delayed for E5. Yeah, yeah. But wait. What's up with E5 again? Oh, knight takes D4. Is that what it is? E5, is it just knight takes? Is this just winning? I mean, this is kind of like, you see the engine didn't even move there. I don't know, man. This is a scary move, dude. It's a scary move, bro. What do you do? Like, okay, if I take, I just move the queen. Maybe somewhere that could be annoying to you, but do I have a... You know what? We don't have to do all this calculating. We don't have to do all of this. Like, we don't. I've already had a tough match today, bro. Like, I don't have to do this. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to look and see what happens after the chaos with knight takes d4. It's equal, and queen d3 is the move. But my knight is still hanging, right? Okay, knight f5, it says... What about queen h3? That doesn't do anything? Oh, yeah, that's going to be bad. Wow. Whew. He would have probably found all of this too, bro. He would have probably found all of this. Yeah, but I'm up the piece. Right, you up the piece, but he's getting the piece back with interest. You have to remember that. Like, if you're not accurate, he's going to take this, and you are absolutely 100% premiumly mated. Garbage. Garbo, get the man off the board. You're done, bro. You're done. So you have to be very accurate throughout everything. This is why he spent, I don't know where it was. Where did he spend the 40 minutes? Right here. This was the move, guys. He spent 40 minutes. 40. Right here. 40 minutes. And he found one of the top 3. But he spent 40, bro. He spent so much time. And took on D4. You see the time difference? Like, it went from 127, boom, to 45 minutes. Rook takes D4, because what he was doing was calculating. I'm sure he looked at knight takes D4 and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just going to draw arrows that don't make sense, because that's what he was thinking. That's what he was thinking. Then he was like, that don't work. Then he said, oh, E5, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, cool. Nope, don't like that. Then he said, rook takes D4, and then, blah, 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 blah. And literally, this is how he be in his head. Literally, this is how he thinks. And then, rook takes D4, rook takes, knight takes, and queen F4. Okay, queen F4, E5 is definitely coming. Do I play E5 myself? Oh, I remember this. So he played rook. Wait. What did he do? Let me turn this off. So let's find the move. Knight C2? Oh, yeah, I remember now. It's knight C2, queen D7. And you play like queen B5, rook D8 stuff? So knight C2, yeah, queen D7. Takes, but actually, no, sorry. You have to check and takes because you're losing. So that's what it was. Diggy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What up? And sorry, it's level to this set. It's levels to it. I'm Z6. Did you see the match, bro? Did you see the match? I'm Z6. Whatever. Let's shout out to Marcus in the chat. What up? Check. Takes. Knight F6. Knight D5. F5. Right. So this here, I mean, look. Draw. Definitely draw, but you need to push. Right. We got pawns over here, but you have to remember, right? One thing to remember, and I remember this from Devoretsky in the in-game manual. Shout out to Uncle Devoretsky. I'm going to put it in the chat over here. In-game, y'all can go get you your in-game book. Because Devoretsky in-game manual is very, very, very good. Very good. But it's a lot in it. But at the same time here, one thing to know, and I think there's other obviously, I think you should grab that one. But there are other books that do talk about the queenside majority. And usually, queenside majority is usually better in games, obviously, than the king side majority here. And actually, with this king over here, like, you having this, it's harder to do. It's just harder to do. It is doable, and also you have to get through one of the pawns. I mean, realistically, black still has to be accurate, and even, I mean, it almost looks like weirdly enough, a double king side. Like, what is that? Like a double king side? Bruh. That's weird. And what I mean by that is, like, the king usually would be over here. And this, if you shift the king to G1, then you might say black has maybe a slight chance more because of the queenside majority. But with the king over here, and like they're like fighting each other, it's like who gets there first. So AGRRESSIVE plays G3, I think, and I was wondering why did he play G3? Because you always want to understand why are these top level players playing these type of moves. Like, he has so many moves. He played G3. Why? But it's very solid. And I think his pressure, what he did next, right, was he was prepping. to push the pawns. And I was like, oh, so thinking back here, he was thinking in his head, what do I do? Flip the board. What do I do? I need to expand the pawns. How do I do it? I can't play g4, so I go g3. Then I go f3, so I can go g4. It's very nice plans here, things to understand, right? So so he plays bishop g5. He can't go g4, right? Hikaru plays rook h8 to stop, right? So he can't play it. Plays c4, very strong. g4 is now played. And then he plays b5, but he's now able to get the pawns up a little bit more, which is good for black. Very, very good for black. Right, pawn takes. So now I guess these are a little bit more loose because the rook had to move. And it's also not with check. It's not a tempo move. Tempi or tempo, tempi being plural, is very, very important and also huge for the game, right? Because momentum shift. So a5, very nice with b4 intentions. H5, rook g8. That's a sweet move. Wait, this... Is he like, what happened? Oh, he checks. Oh, snap. Boy, man. Bro, I would be so mad. I would be so annoyed. Like, bro, come on. Come on. Like, yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. Like, chill out. You know what I mean? This is the type of stuff that I do. Like, I like to do this kind of stuff. I am that guy. I will do this. Audio Titan, thanks for the prime. Appreciate you. That's funny. Indeed, thanks you, motivated Mark. I mean, this is annoying. I thought he had him. So I'm like, oh, how do you get out of this, right? But he's like, no, Canty, hold up. Let me hold my suit coat jacket, young man. All right, here, rook f1, takes, bishop d8. And here we go, a4, very nice. Now everything's on light as well. Look at the light square strategy that he's implementing here that is 100% accurate. It's 100% brilliant, right? This is how you do these type of endgames, especially with the dark square bishop. Everything I have, my only piece is the king, right? That's on the dark square. Everything else on light. Like, what are you talking about, right? I'm not losing this endgame if I try it, says black. So b4, g5, king f7, right? You go king g6, and you just chill. Okay, h7, okay, king g7. It's nothing. We don't take, right? You got to be careful because if you move the knight, have a nice night. Have a good day. Have a good night. You lost all day, all night. It don't matter what you want this night. Bishop f6 is GG, right? If you move the knight, bishop f6, like you're looking crazy out here, and he's queening. So, and it's almost like Zugzwang, almost, right? And I forgot why was e5 losing. I don't remember. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know why e5 is losing. Let me think about that. Why is e5 losing? He can't even get to this. How do you even get here? You would have to go ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy here. Is the only way that he gonna get a check here. But the knight is in a bad place. I can't move the knight. That is the key. I can't move it. So if I can't move it, then I'm in Zugzwang. And that is why the c3 move worked. Unbelievable. Oh, e5, king c2. He's just chilling and saying that you can't move anything again because bishop f6. That is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. e5, king c1, king c2 stuff. I mean, like, this is a next level endgame. I mean, this is so impressive, bro. This is so impressive by Hikaru. Shout out to the big fella for real. And good luck in the next round, round 4. Nagino Cap, thanks for the 6 months. I mean, that's very impressive to find c3 here, especially in the time that he had to as well. Oh, he made time control here at 40. You make 40 moves, right? And he made time control. I think that's when he got up and went to the bathroom. Like, that's when he showed the cams, right? The player cams. C3 is brilliant. And he's good. Now the knight get the little reroute, knight d5. We can move around a little bit. Maybe b4, a3 stuff too as well. Plays e5. Now e5, there's no problems. The knight is centralized. It looks great. Looks great. Look at AGRRESSIVE's time uses at c3. Oh, let me see. G6. I didn't see that. c3. Wow. Yeah, he spent all his time right there. Yeah, he spent all his time right here. He's like, man, is it a draw? But I understand. King c1, king c2. I mean, b4, which is actually stupid. But pawn takes. Do I move the bishop? Do I try to, like, what do you do? And you have to calculate. It's so many things to calculate. So many things to calculate. You know what I mean? So pawn takes, knight takes, king c2, knight d5, and e5. And then, oh, the little shake and bake, shuffle, waffle. a3, knight takes. Here we go, and we headed home to a draw. And you can see how confident Hikaru be making the real confident moves, bro, with the face. facial expressions like, yep, you know exactly what's gonna happen. Like, it's so funny, bro, when he be doing that, because he be so confident. And you know you can't do nothing about it. You literally can do nothing about it at all. Right, and then there's a draw here, and that was a draw, and that's a nice draw. Drawing with black against Fallujah. Very nice. This was the recap. Of course, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, of course, because we had to drop this for YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already, and of course, round 4 will be tomorrow. We'll drop some content for that too. We'll see you on the next video. Let's go.